Hello, everybody. Welcome to another random deck building. Random custom card design challenge. I'm so used to saying random deck building. We're here with Beard. How's it going, Beard?
Pretty great. How about you?
Good. This is, I think, the fourth time I've asked you this today. It'd be funny if the third one you was like terrible, but then just you're good again here. So in this series, we design a card based on a random piece of art from Beard's art collection. And already we've done one of these, and it was a pretty fun exercise. And we're very excited to do this one, which we can currently see here, which looks like a rogue card, right?
Yeah, it's definitely got all the rogue vibes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
there are definitely crimes being committed.
Yeah. The only alternative that I could see from this not being a rogue card is if it's a Guardian card about catching the bank robbers. Like, this is like some clever cop who is like, you know, like, I've been here the whole time. That's the only alternative I can see. But I think yeah.
Do we want to make illicit cards that Finn can actually take out of class?
That would be interesting. Like, this is like, the only problem is though, like, immediately that I'm like, but why wouldn't it just be green, right? Like, even with all that, right?
I'm sure the devs have been asking themselves that since Forgotten Age.
Yeah. Yeah, the dude's hat does kind of look like Roland's. Because, like, yeah, like, there is two directions. This is either this is a crime happening, or this is someone stopping a crime. But in, like, a very thematic, pulpy way, you know? Like, this is a cover of a book. That's the lead character.
It's like, you thought you were breaking into the vault, but I knew you'd be here, so I've been waiting for you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I don't know how you put that into a card when you're mostly fighting Gugs and stuff like that, but still. Because also, like, when I set this to, it's also like, how is this resource related? Because it probably is, but, like, how does it be resource related but also be interesting, right?
Yeah.
I think this one's going to be a fun challenge, though. Bear with us as we
well, is it going to be earning resources or a payoff for resources?
That's the question, right? I feel like payoff for resources are generally shown by gambling, and earning is generally shown by, like, I mean, it's true the other way, but, like, sorry, it's like well connected. Like, it's like when you are living the high life, that to me is like when you see, like, the payoffs, and the earnings are in, like, that is like the grimy stuff, like pickpocketing, burglary, bank job, right?
Yeah.
What if it's something Over Metal just said is very interesting. So attached to a location. So what if it is kind of like the idea is looting, right? But he does have a gun.
Yeah, the gun is the main thing.
The other thing we could also do is that we haven't even talked about. This could be an ally.
That is true.
Yeah, this also could be an ally. Like a buy-the-books detective guy. Who might be a little bit...
here. You could have his subtitle be Inside Man.
Yeah, oh, let's go, yeah. A rogue detective ally. He's a little bit dirty.
That would be a nice one. Or on the other side, a guardian criminal ally.
Yeah. You know, I think that's fun. I think let's start there. All right, I will.
This guy's got too much of a square jaw to let it be about the vault.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's the guy. It's the guy for sure. There we go. Strange Geons. All right, so give me an asset. Yeah, he's kind of like he's a good detective, but he's a little bit dirty. All right, let's get the art in.
Yeah, definitely a Sam Spade type where the cops just hate his guts, but he still gets the job done.
All right, let's just make this a slightly bigger, just to make him a little bit more of the focus. Oh yeah, that works. And we're also now hiding the little purse of stolen money. I'll make it a tiny bit smaller.
Yeah. Especially once the subtitle gets in, you might just like
lower them a bit.
Like you can just put like a blank space in the subtitle box just to space it out.
I mean, I don't think we can get better than Inside Man, so.
Well, there you go.
I think we just have to put that there. And then I can, I want to see a little bit more of the door as well. Yeah, okay. Okay. Guardian class. And we're going to kind of go for like, let me just look up our good friend Tetsuo Mori. So it can be like ally criminal police, right? We can go like that. I'm kind of into the
police though.
Pardon?
Is he police though, or is he detective?
Oh, is detective a trait as well? For allies?
I know it's a trait for investigators, but I'm trying to remember. What does Michael Lee have?
I'm looking him up right now. He does have detective. We're in. Perfect. Yeah, okay. Alice is a detective too. All right, cool. All right. Oh, that's a great subtitle. I mean, Inside Man's really good, but Astute says crooked cop, straight shooter.
That's a good one. I mean, we could put that as like the bottom quote. Like,
yeah.
He may be a crooked cop, but he's a straight shooter.
Yeah. All right, we'll put that in there for right now. Okay.
Did we want him to be guardian or rogue?
I guess let's see how he evolves as we kind of poke at some ideas. Because again, it's one of those things where I feel like all criminals are rogues, and all illicit cards are rogues, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's. I feel like he's gonna just naturally. I feel like he's naturally gonna be rogue. I mean, I'd call a detective a cop still. I'd still call a detective a cop.
Really?
It's ACAB to me, baby. No, it's not just, I gotta say.
I guess it's a question if he is a cop or he's just a private investigator who doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Yeah.
Because if he is a crooked cop, we'll change him from detective to police.
Yeah. Okay, so here's kind of my thinking. Like, the flavor of it is that this guy isn't afraid to, like, get his hands dirty and maybe, like, you know, pick the pockets of the people that he deals with kind of thing, right? Like, that's kind of the flavor for him. Like, he's not afraid to, like, get his hands dirty. So I'm thinking it's like, yeah, one of those things, or exactly what Overmetal just said. It's like something to do with, like, killing an enemy rewards you with resources or something like that.
I mean, he could be the fight Dr. Milan.
Yeah. If we want to just keep it nice and simple, yeah. After you successfully fight, exhaust, gain a resource.
Yeah.
What if the person he steals from is you? That's an interesting question. So like you're paying him, but you don't pay it, so like you lose a resource.
What if it's based on how much money you have at the end of your turn?
Yeah.
So he comes cheap, but if you earn a lot of money, then he's gonna take more from you.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Rogue design space is also very open, right? It's like it's a very open space to explore. So let's just put in some stuff. We're in that part of this where we're kind of just like poking ideas. We don't really have anything. So like, forced. At the end of your turn, yeah. If you have 5, let's again, we're gonna put a basic Justin idea down. 5 or more resources, lose 1 resource, and draw a card. Like, it could be something like that.
Then he also gives a static bonus of some kind.
Yeah. If you have 10 or more resources, lose 2 resources and draw 3 cards instead. So you might be asking, if you watched the first episode and the second one, does Justin just ancestral recall everything? Yes.
However, we didn't go with draw for the last card, so it's fine on this card.
Yeah, exactly. So like this is kind of like an idea too. Like it could be like a scaling thing, right? Like he probably does need like a status effect, like I agree, where it's like you get +1. I guess I should write calm, not fist. It's the actual word for it. Like it could be something like that, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be fun if it was a little bit more interesting in terms of like what the effect is than just like drawing a card, but I do kind of like this idea. I really like that he scales with the amount that he steals from you. Because like to me that introduces like a game to play, like a sub game within the game, you know?
What about if you have 10 or more resources, lose 2 resources, but how am I going to do this? It's like you may take an immediate action which can only be used to play an event or something like that.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's look at that. Lose 2 resources.
The question is, if you have 10 or more, do you lose 2 resources in addition to the first resource loss?
No, that's supposed to be the
Because they do stack as currently written, so you can just reduce that to lose 1 resource and draw 2 cards. But no way, you've got instead at the end there.
But I mean, like, what if they don't? Like, what if it's still only lose 1 resources, right? I mean, the instead I think is just easier, right?
Yeah.
But I like this. Okay, let me just do this. Let's just go lose 1 resource, like this, and play an event from your hand without paying its cost. It could be something like that.
Yeah, so it encourages you to play some more expensive events.
Yeah. And like you're saving the money you've lost throughout the game as well, right?
Yeah, you just have to make sure you always have the buffer that you want.
Yeah. The only thing I'm thinking though, like, like they trigger in order, right? So first it checks the 5, so then you go down 1, and then you wouldn't hit the second one potentially. So you need to be like at 12 to make it work, right?
Yeah.
12 to me is one of the well-connected numbers, so I think it kind of makes sense. Because like, so let's say for example this play pattern in Jenny, you have 12. Well-connected 3, you're going up 3 for your tests. You go down to 10 at the end of your turn, lose a resource, draw a card, lose a resource, play an event, get 2, go back to 12. Like, that's a pretty sustainable loop you could do with Jenny.
Yeah, and cards that are good with Jenny, first and foremost, are hard to come by.
Yeah. I do kind of. I mean, I like the flavor a lot. I like that he's stealing from you. He's actually like a jerk.
I mean, he doesn't look like a guy you'd go out for drinks with.
No.
Yeah, if we do want to make him a cop, we'd change it from detective to police.
Yeah, police. Yeah, I agree.
Because that flavor line is too good to discard.
I agree. Yeah. And I mean, like, realistically, even this guy just giving you an extra card each turn is a pretty good effect, right? Like, even if you never go above to 10, like, an extra card each turn is, like, really nice.
Yeah.
You're essentially sacrificing your resource for the turn for another card.
And resources aren't scarce in Rogue.
I think this is pretty... I think this is a pretty alright design, at least for a first pass. With the current wording, it's hard to know what happens if I have exactly 10. I think it just goes... You go resolve it sentence by sentence, right?
I mean,
like,
to make it more clear, you can say then if you have 10 or more resources.
Sounds great. Perfect. Easy. Yeah, okay, cool. This guy does feel like he's a few XP, though. Probably.
Hmm.
All right, let's figure his stats, because that's going to go into this as well. At least 4 XP? I don't think so.
No, he seems like a 2 XP.
That's exactly what I was going to say, too. I feel like this guy's 2 XP. Yeah, but let's figure out. So, as cost?
I think it's okay for him to cost 3.
At 2 XP, I think 3 is, like, that's what my first instinct was telling me, too.
Because I don't think it's fair for him to cost 4, because he's also going to be draining your resources.
Yes, exactly right.
And we don't want to run into the
Dario problem?
Yeah, the Dario problem, where you need to have like 15 resources just to break even.
Who's Guardian Rogue? Leo Anderson would also love this guy, and it would be Leo. Leo can play him. I feel like Soak is just a 2/2. I feel like that's a pretty... I think for 2 experience, you want at least a little bit of Soak.
Yeah, 2 and 2 seems fine.
Yeah. Icons...
Fistfoot?
I think Fistfoot seems fine to me, too. And then we need a name.
I've seen some go through chat here, but I'm not sure about any of them yet.
He's definitely unique.
He looks like a Sal to me.
Yeah. I like Sal. And we just need like a nice Italian name. Give me an Italian surname generator. Oh my God, there's so many. Sal Lombardi, Sal Romano.
Let's see. Yeah, there's hundreds of them.
I love how they like all end in a vowel. Dude, there's so many. I know there's a lot of last names everywhere, but... Oh, they have definitions? Okay.
How about Benucci?
Benucci. The other one that I saw that I really liked just now was...
Arkham Librarian, get out of here. I recognize Ace Attorney when I see it.
Sorry, where did I just have it? I like Sal Capello too.
That's a good one, Sal Capello.
It means hair, and he has a lot of it under his hat. Don't ask him why he's wearing it. He has lots of hair. Don't bring it up.
And he's got plenty on his upper lip.
Oh, that's no. I think spam just Salvadore Sal Capello.
There you go.
Yeah. I love this guy. I love Salvador. Save anyway. I think this guy's pretty cool too. Wow. I'm actually happy with all of our designs today. They're all kind of bangers.
Yeah, we've done a good day's work today.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, I think you put us together and have chat to help round it out. I think it's a pretty good combination, right?
Yeah, chat's been putting in as much work as we have here.
Yeah, they have, yeah. All right. I love this guy. I honestly think he's actually like super. I think it's like he's kind of archetype defining too in a way, right? Like he's gonna help you. Like you're like, I know I want big money events, right? I think it's pretty sick. I think he's a cool looking guy. Sweet. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did, and I can already tell you assuredly right now there's gonna be more because this was a very fun exercise and I really like what ends up coming out of it, so that's pretty sweet. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me, Beard, and thank you to everyone who is supporting the channel over the last few years and everyone who is continuing to support into the future. You guys all rock, and thank you just so much for watching, everybody. You guys all are just like the best. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and as always, a GG's.